Greetings, Cubs. Welcome and welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. So a lot of things have been going on since the mamas, and from what I'm seeing and hearing, the mamas have pretty much screwed over TxT. So basically, I want to do a reading on TxT versus the mamas. I don't know if this deck is a good deck to use, but I promised myself that I was going to start using some of my oracle decks that I haven't really brought on this channel. So if you see me decide to put some back, it's because I felt that the deck may not be inappropriate for the topic at hand. But bear with me. I'm gonna get into what is the issue, what's the damage between Mama and TxT and or Big Hit. Alright, so first I'm going to use this deck to see if I can pull some form of an oracle. Maybe this can help bring some insight to what's going on. If not, then of course I'll put it back. Radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time. Interesting. I'm going to keep that there. Sharing. You know, these cards here, sharing and radical curiosity, are very interesting to me. Because they're not, even though they seem like cards that would be used as something kind, I don't see it in that way. So as curiosity, it says radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time, every time. Yeah. To me, it made me think of how, I know I have seen people complaining about the mamas. Sorry, I have to turn this down a little bit. Seeing a lot of people complain about the mamas, and all I remember thinking to myself is they've always been doing this. This is something that they've done for years. It's always been, especially those of you who've been in here, been here for a while. Y'all been through BTS, like 21, all of these, it's like all of the time they always pick a group to kind of bully at the award show. It's not uncommon at all. And so I feel like the radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time, is almost like people being shocked that this is happening when it always happens. It's not new. And also the sharing, right? Giving is receiving and receiving is giving. Sharing actually makes me think of, again, how I said, it's not something new. And I also think sharing is saying that it's not just a particular, we're specifically targeting this group because of an actual legit reason, which there could be a legit reason added on. But I think the sharing card is representing how, again, it's always different groups. Like they're constantly doing this to a lot of different groups. So it's like, it's not just TxT or Big Hit artists, but they'll switch and do this to another group and another company next year, and they did it to another group and another company the previous year. So I really think that's where this energy is coming from right here. It's not in an innocent way. It's more so of like, this is not new. Seeing things for the first time, don't be surprised when you see that this company does that or that they do this at the awards, because it is a routine. It is almost like some weird form of hazing. They do it all the time. It's always, you know, it's always happening. And then the sharing is it's not just one person who gets this treatment or one group that gets the treatment. It's several groups who have gotten it. I believe Monster X as well gotten it. Because I remember being pissed off when they disrespected Monster X. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting from these. So let's go ahead and continue, okay? I'm going to bring out some more oracles. Again, I'm not really sure of what direction I'm going with this, but I'm just going to pull and get information and translate it to you guys how I see fit. Remember to push that like button if you're interested. Also, leave down and below any questions you may have. So if I may have missed any questions that you were curious about, please leave them down below. I will do a part 2 if need be. If you want to know more about Mnet and how they feel about other companies or groups, leave that again down below. By the way, the deck used here is the Lantern Oracle. I'm going to start kind of announcing the decks that I use for a little bit, so you guys can get, you know, a little bit adjusted. I'm going to also try using my Halloween Oracle, so we'll see how that goes. And let's see what's Mnet's issue towards TxT. Oh, Lord. Huh. We have the jack-o'-lantern, which says protection. Now that's interesting. Let's get more information. What is Mnet or the mama's issue with TxT? Why were they destroying or messing up TxT's performances? Okay. What does that say? Mnet? I don't know how to pronounce that word, but anyway, it says madness, ecstatic ritual energy release. Okay. Okay. I was just saying how this is not new. This is something that they do a lot. But now there seems to be a little more of a darker twist here. Now there seems to be some form of darker twist with this jack-o'-lantern protection and also this madness, ecstatic ritual. Key word here is ritual. Ritual. It is something that is, sorry, I gotta turn my phone volume down. It's something that has been done before. They will continue to do it. And again, like I said, it's not new. It's absolutely not new. And it's weird. Like I said, some form of hazing. It's really weird how they go about this or why they go about it. I don't know if this protection is protection from a company or like protection like for companies that they're like, let's say they've gotten on the good side of a few other companies and everyone else is like, hey, well, if you want us to keep supporting you, you have to sabotage this, you know, this performance, or sabotage them because they're our biggest competitors. So it could be something along the lines of that, but we're going to go ahead and continue to get more into it. Now my music is too low. Yeah, we're going to continue to get more into it and see if I can find an actual source. I'm also going to pull out my Adorable deck to see if I can get some energies from Mnet. Okay, I think that's enough. Cruelty is the first card. Oh, I see everybody been calling them like Snake Net or M Snake, and it's like some weird kind of snake. And it says cruelty, misfortune, and envy. And it's so funny because that's what I thought when I saw this. I was like, oh, green with envy. I should have said that out loud, but I thought that. Okay, so it's definitely looking like there is some absolute bitterness from Mnet or whoever is working with Mnet. So I'm going to absolutely say that their actions were deliberate, of course. Their actions were absolutely deliberate. Okay, did Mnet do it? Okay, no need to worry. Ask for help for others. Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, I have two thoughts here. No need to worry and ask from help from others. Two thoughts here. Definitely think that there were other companies that were involved in this that wanted to help sabotage TxT or big hit artists. Also, no need to worry. I don't think this isn't going to defeat TxT. TxT will be fine. If anything, it may actually help them out and garner them more favor and attention. Okay. So TxT should be fine, but there was absolute it was a deliberate attack. TxT was absolutely chosen as a target for a reason this year. I'm gonna pull some more oracles. Do I want to use this deck? No, I'm gonna use my Alice deck. All right. Now this right here, right now I'm kind of just gonna go over some like simple energies behind it, and then I'm gonna get more into detail about how TxT is feeling personally. So then, again, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. TxT is going to be fine, guys. So if all of you who are worried about them or worried about their performances, I promise you they will be a-okay. They're going to be all right. We also have Believe, Strange Encounters. Again, they're kind of confused. I do see like they don't really understand why they were moving so funny. Like, I definitely believe Mnet was moving funny to them, and they peaked game from the beginning. Again, they were like, I think they picked up that they were going to be the targets beforehand. That's how I feel. I feel like that TxT picked up that they were going to be the targets beforehand. Like, they really peaked game. They were like, oh, so y'all moving like this. Oh, okay. So I think they knew. I'm going to go more into TxT and just see how they were feeling personally. Put that there. And I'm actually still going to use this deck. I also want to use this deck first. Damn, I'm dropping everything. Okay. How is TxT feeling about Mnet's treatment towards them? Guys, snake coming out again. The white snake, understanding. The list of the brave, courage, and the frog prince, intimacy. Huh. Okay, like I said, they absolutely knew they were going to be sabotaged. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. They caught on long before stuff started happening that they were going to be sabotaged. I don't know if somebody hinted at them, told them, or if it was just something that they peeped. But either way, they were like, the show must go on. They're going to continue. Also, it's interesting because there seems to be a form of understanding that is there. And that is kind of what's piquing my interest here. There is some because I'm kind of getting this feeling like they're upset, but they're not as mad as, I don't know how to explain it. No, you know what it is? I think it's a complete energy of, we know how business goes. We didn't expect that we were going to be, at the bottom of the barrel this time, but we know how business is. We know how this goes. Almost like they themselves understand the routine or the treatment. Like, again, I guess, you know, they've been active for a few years, so they probably know every year, whenever the mamas come on, somebody is usually a target to, you know, like their stage is being destroyed or just being treated unfairly. Maybe even because of past experiences, knowing or seeing how BTS may have been treated. I'm not sure. But it's something like they themselves are like, yeah, we know, we're used to it. We understand that this is what they do. So, again, that's very interesting to me that that comes out there. TxT is annoyed, I would say. But in all honesty, I'm not seeing an overwhelming sense of anger. It's like you're angry, but you're like, yeah, they do this. This is what they do. Like that, it pisses me off, but this is what they do. Love conquers all, enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Yeah, they're not that pissed. And honestly, they gotta eat it. I don't know how much Mnet controls or contributes to their careers. So I think Mnet films a lot of stuff for them, I believe. Let me know if I'm incorrect. But either way, they're like, we can't really say too much because they are either locked in some form of contract or they're very committed to Mnet as a whole, as a channel, or whatever, you know, it is. So they really can't say anything. And I think that's also where there's a form of understanding. They're like, okay, they screw us over. We're used to it. We know how they work. We know how they move. They're trash. They're a snake, but we have to eat it because we still need to promote on Mnet or use Mnet for promotions. So I think that's kind of where that sense comes from. Honestly, there's a bigger level of maturity than I had expected. I don't even think there's going to be too much really to pull for them, honestly. TxT's eating it. That's the best way I could put it. TxT's eating it. They're pissed, but it's not anything new to them. And I think, honestly, I'm really thinking it's because, you know, as fans, we probably, you know, it's really upsetting to us. But I think as artists, as they've been in the game for so long, I think they're just very used to the trash that these companies, these big companies, these, I don't know what to call Mnet, like a station or whatever. I think they're just so used to how they roll. It's just one of those things where it's like unfortunate when you're chosen to be the target. There was one other question that I wanted to ask. I want to know, we'll see if we get a yes or no, I don't know, but I want to know if any of the other big companies like JYP or SM or any of them were involved with making them a target. Get more information. So no, maybe not really. There's more to it than that. So yeah, I'm not really seeing a direct how do I put it? I'm not seeing anyone else directly heavily involved. But there is something that Mnet does, and I'm not sure why. I'm not exactly sure why. I can't pinpoint it just as yet. But it is definitely a routine. But as I'm seeing more and more senses of witchcraft, honestly, I kind of do feel like it's really something to keep them afloat. I think it's part of some weird ritual, as ritual had come out before. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do for Mnet or whatever, but I do think it is something that they do to kind of keep their power or even display how much power they still have. So let's see what's next for Mnet. Okay, all right. Versus TxT. Okay, so honestly, guys, what I'm seeing here's what I'm seeing. Mnet is pretty much going to lavish in all the conversations going on about them and the awards ceremonies. And honestly, I do feel like they're kind of going to get a little more wicked, but at the same time, I feel like TxT is going to like be back working with Mnet soon, and people are going to be looking like, whoa, what's going on? But eventually, TxT is going to screw Mnet over. Like, I do see some pettiness coming from TxT. Like, they're gonna get Mnet back in one way, shape, or form. The Hermit. They could like go on some form of a strike as not to like do anything on Mnet's channel for a while. But one way or another, they will be plotting. They're gonna like act like they're okay. Yeah, they're gonna act like they're okay. They're gonna act like they're okay. And let me ask you guys something. Is there... There's got to be a powerful woman who works in Big Hit Entertainment. Because she gonna make money move. She's not coming up as the Queen of Wands, as if for BTS. Actually, she usually comes up as Queen of Wands for TxT too. She showed up in TxT too. But right now we have this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is going to make some really smart money moves for TxT. We have the Death card, but it is in reverse. TxT is gonna play around. TxT and Big Hit they're gonna play around with Mnet for a little bit. Like, it's gonna be like almost or over it. They're gonna still be doing stuff for Mnet, blah blah blah. And then there's going to be some sort of shift or change, and all of a sudden there may not be that much TxT showing up on whatever Mnet is or whatever. You know, they may be quiet for a while, and I feel like there's going to be some form of shift for them. So I don't know what it will be, if it'll be giving their attention to another station or making their own station. I don't know what it's going to be, but I do see that there is some form of plotting coming from Big Hit and TxT. Let's specifically check on Big Hit and see, you know, if Big Hit has any plans or ideas. Oh. It seems like there's like a lot of Big Hit staff who are or will be speaking out about it, or like saying stuff about it. There are going to be some really quick changes to a lot of there's going to be a lot of quick changes. I don't know, again, if this is changes to shows or performances, but yeah, there's going to be some changes coming for Big Hit and TxT, especially with their involvement with Mnet. So we have to wait and see what that's going to be about. But Mnet's going to keep playing, and it's not going to work out for them. I don't think it's going to work out for them, at least not with Big Hit. Because there's a lot of petty coming from them. Yeah, action. Yeah, they're gonna lay in wait with that Hermit. They're gonna lay in wait for a bit, and then boom, there's gonna be some changes. Let's see. So we have action, then we have compassion, and okay, this is basically the same cards here. right? Action would be like, let's put this Page of Swords. Then we have these compassion with these cups, right? And then it's like, wait, hold on, where's my other cards? Then we have conformity, the Lovers, right? And then we have, where is it? Then we have contentment, this Hangman. Also, this Hope is going to be paired with this Lovers as well. This Hope with this Seven of Cups and Lovers, that's going to be that hope and conformity. They're kind of like go back to Mnet, start doing stuff with Mnet thinking everything's good. They're content with that, right? And then we have this disharmony, like things start falling out, right? The Tower, defeat. So, Big Hit's going to play things smarter, not harder, basically. Long story short, Big Hit's going to play smarter, not harder. Big Hit is going to count their chicken, count their eggs before they hatch. Big Hit is going to make moves while Mnet thinks that they're still on good terms. Don't know what those moves will be, but that's basically how it's gonna go, or at least how I personally am seeing it. But remember, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. And just leave a like if you enjoyed this reading, because I think I'm done here. Make sure if you do have questions, more specific questions, or if you want to suggest other readings, leave that in the comment section below. Also, if you want to purchase a reading for yourself, your favorite idol, or your favorite group, please feel free to check out my Patreon. I take it through there. Click on the tier that is most suitable for you, and then DM me what you want your reading to be about. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope to see you guys again next time in the Lion's Den. Peace.